Hello and a very good morning. I welcome all of you to the interview series brought to you by ACJ News. Today, I am joined by Ms. Antara Kashyap, entertainment journalist who is also an avid follower of Korean drama series. Thank you so much, Antara, for joining us today.
No problem.
Well, according to the Statistics Research Department, a survey was conducted around 20 countries, wherein respondents between the age group of 15 to 60 years were asked whether Korean drama is popular in their country or not. And in that survey, it was found out that almost half of the population watches Korean drama and they enjoy it. So, could you tell us some of the reasons? What do you think is the reason behind people enjoying K drama so much across so many countries?
Sure. I think every K drama has a universal appeal, and it's a great form of escapist entertainment. Even in Korean dramas that are darker and grittier and have more of, more of mirrors the society, right? Mirrors the dark and gritty aspects of the society are also done in a really good way. And otherwise, the other section of it where you see all the grand gestures and escapism and everything. So I think people just need content which will kind of distract them from the mundaneness and the terrible things happening in the world.
You just mentioned that content wise, Korean drama is very diverse. It appeals to a large mass of people. So, do you think that this diverse content is appealing and also projects gender equality? Or do Korean drama reinforce gender toxicity? What do you think?
I think most Korean dramas do enforce some kind of gender toxicity because if you actually think, watch Korean, I actually don't think a lot of people watch Korean dramas in the critical lens because, like I said, it's a form of escapism, and most of us are probably swept over by the grand gestures and the whole fluffiness of all of that. But if you really think about it, there are a lot of things, especially as women, as a woman, I feel like a lot of times I would um I would not want to be a woman in that situation. You know what I mean? Because uh I do feel like even in dramas which are set in current eras, there are a lot of traditional, there is very toxic body image issues that we see. You're supposed to be thin and fair, which has again a little bit of, I feel like, colorist racist undertones. You're supposed to do a certain thing. The man is supposed to always be the savior, but of course there are some actresses that are doing roles, they are picking roles which are against the gender norms. But again, most, I feel like the majority of dramas depend on the male savior complex trope.
In the coming years, what sort of a change do you think that the Korean dramas will have in terms of their narrative?
I think already there has been a lot of change when it comes to women in Korean dramas. There's like a significant change, and like the more and more the Korean entertainment industry realizes that the eyes on them are from the other parts of the world, they're not just confined to the borders of their own country, the more change it will bring out. Like, for example, I think like the most recent shows that have come out, the new ones, 25, 21, 39, all of them show women who do not make conventional choices. Be it an athlete in 25, 21, whose obsession is another female. Like, in my opinion, I would see 25, 21 as a queer story. But again, the heteronormativity is really deep rooted in South Korea, and they're not really open to queerness yet. Maybe that's why we see a more heterosexual relationship taking dominance. But there are still like shifted, like there is a there is a very apparent change that is happening. In 39, there are characters who want to remain unmarried despite their age. which is a big deal. Like 39-year-old single women, where even in India, it's like unheard of stories about them. New and more, shows like show women as you know complex characters who don't always need men. The men are now becoming partners and not saviors, I feel. And that is a really welcome change, because that's what it is supposed to be, right? Coming to what kind of change, I just want to see more, women just doing whatever they want. It's rare, but yeah, I want to see a little more body positivity. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, I do want to see all of these changes.
Well, thank you so much for this insightful conversation. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.
Well, this is it for now. See you in our next episode. This is Shanya Rao for ACJ News.